Hopefully it's decent. As long as it's not terrible, I might turn this into a YouTube video. So what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to walk you through the kind of basic macro things that I'm doing here. So I'm going to talk you through how I have a pretty basic yet effective setup for playing StarCraft Remastered in terms of hotkeys and what I focus on. So I like to hotkey my main base on 4, my natural on 5, and my third base on 6. And that way I can always double tap 4, bam, and it will zoom to that hatchery. Isn't that nice? So I use this instead of camera locations because I find it a little bit awkward to reach up to Shift F1, Shift F2, and using those. So instead I just use 4, 5, 6 to sort of orient my bases, and you'll see me rotate through those as I get up to that point. For now, you always want to build a 9 Overlord as Zerg and do an extractor trick. This is what Twitch chat has told me is efficient. If I've been lied to, I've been lied to, but I'm pretty sure this is the way you do it. So you build an Overlord on 9, and then you extractor trick out 1 more drone. And I'm going to go Scout. So a lot of people go 2-gate. This is Korean ladder I'm on. I mean, it's a global ladder, but I pretty much only get matched with Koreans because I live in Australia. So they all play super YOLO aggressive styles. And yeah, a lot of the time I'll get 2-gate rushed. So it's good to see what's going on. Normally I go pool first Protoss. This game I am going to just go for hatch first since there's no probe here to block. And alright, double tap. That's on hotkey 4, hotkey 5. Double tap 4, double tap 5. Works out really nicely. Now around 12 supply is when you want to drop all your structures. Spawning pool, extractor, and hatchery all around the same time. We can use this dude when he pops to build the spawning pool. That'll time out pretty nicely. And I like to just put my spawning pool kind of to the side because I want to build a hatchery there, maybe a hatchery there as macro hatcheries. So my pool's down. Now I'm going to get my gas. Extractors do cost a bit more minerals in this than StarCraft 2. 50 gas each, which is 50 minerals each, which is kind of tough to get used to, but you do get there. And oh, he actually spawns right here. I'm still not used to the spawn locations on these maps. I have the memory of a goldfish, so I kind of forget where stuff happens. Okay, so no gas. So I need to build an Overlord now. As you can see, and he's done just a Forge Expand, so I don't need to worry about getting rushed at all here, guys. Now, when it comes to how many workers do you want about 1 per mineral patch, and you get 8 mineral patches or so per base. In this case, it's 9 mineral patches. And wait, mate, do you want to get out of my base? Wait, dickhead, dickhead, get out of here. So he's leaving. I'm gonna pull 2 guys off gas now that I've started link speed, and I'm gonna start a few Zerglings. Now I'd love to try and run by with those Zerglings if I get the opportunity to, but there's a good chance he'll just block me. So I like to go for about 10 workers on my natural, at most about 12. I've got 12. Let's put 2 back on gas, and let's get 10 to 12 on my natural as well. So I'm just droning up really hard, and you need to constantly, of course, you want to set your rally point somewhere where it's easy to spot those drones when they're idle, because they won't automatically mine on their own. And I'm going to go try and take this base in the bottom left, because I want to expand away from my opponent. He's going to want to push me. So I'm going to get an Evo chamber a little bit earlier than normal for this game. Yeah, 11 drones there should be fine. That should be nice. Now, I saw a probe down here. He wants to block this, I think. Where'd you go? So let's get that third base, and that's on hotkey 6. Important to get a Hydralisk in as well. I'll put it down there. Oi! He's like seeing everything. I really should not be letting this probe just see everything for free, but oh well. And I'm gonna get a macro hatch out as well as a carapace upgrade. I like to get carapace generally. Let's use patrol, get them to kill him. Yeah, let's get that macro hatch. First macro hatch. Need a lot of these. Ooh, I'm supply blocked. Uh-oh. Get it! Get that probe, goddammit. So I want to get Hydra upgrades. Oh man, they take a long time even with Ling Speed to kill this guy. I think it's probably worth microing to kill these, but I haven't really figured out how to actually make my units move effectively. So that's something I gotta work on a little bit down the track. And we've got about 10 workers here. So guys, let's rally workers over to my third now. To be fair, I want my rally point just outside my natural. So if he pushes out, I want to be able to have my units rally to an easily defensible location. I don't want them to rally off in some crazy... How did he get here? How did you get here? What the hell? Alright, so I'm going to build a few Hydras now because there could be a Corsair coming. And there we go, right on time. Corsair coming across the map. Now, I'm going to build a single spore colony there. I'm just going to leave a few Hydras around to try and... try and dissuade this guy from being too much of a dickhead. And yeah, so I got just a couple Hydras here. They're going to be annoying. And I've got a spore colony there. So I'm actually going to set the rally point next to the spore colony so the overlords from this base don't just run off into the open and get themselves killed. I'm putting on my second gas now, and let's make sure we've got some Zerglings out on the map. And I really need to get a couple of colonies. Static defense just seems really good. So I always like to have a few Sunkens. And we can get a Spore Crawler in the main as well, which can guard those Overlords. And I want to get Overlord speed, in case he does DTs. So now that I've put on gas, I used up a lot of these drones. So trying to pump out some more workers now, getting +1 missile attacks. Remember, Hydralisk's really good versus big targets. They're not good versus small things like Zealots. So they do good versus... So they do really good versus the Dragoons, but they do really shit versus Zealots. So I'm going to build a lot of dudes now. I'm going to get the Hydra upgrade as well. I'm also going to try and... I guess, is my Overlord speed almost done? Not yet. So I don't know what he's going for here. Let's see what I see. And the Zealot's popping out. He's got a bunch of cannons. I'm trying to deselect that Ling so I can take it off my hotkey, but let's just use the bottom display bar. It's going to be way more efficient. Okay, this base is like super heavily saturated. I don't really know what the returns are like for saturating it beyond this point, but we'll see. So since he hasn't built a lot of Corsairs, I'm going to put a Spire down, just in case. Like, that might actually be very useful. And, yeah. Alright. So, now I'm just massing off Hydras to be ready for any sort of push. I feel like I can get pretty much everything I need to get done with Hydraling Lurker, in my experience in this matchup. And keep in mind, I'm pretty noob, so... not the highest level of experience. Now you need Overlords out to spot for DTs and Observers. I think I just killed a Corsair. And I'm going to get drops as well. That's something which really enables your low tier Zerg units, is just having drops. So Zerglings are actually going to be like the anti-Zealot, in my opinion. I feel like since they do full damage to Zealots, and they're just a cheap unit that's just generally like, they're just always good, right? So I feel like getting those is going to be good, and getting double upgrades is also going to be really good. So let's get another hatchery here. I don't know where the other bases are, but I guess there's one there as well. I don't know. There we go. Oh, there's an observer, so let's go kill that. And awesome.
Our forces are under attack.
So he's got High Templar, lots of Zealots, still pretty standard stuff. Let's get melee, let's get +2 attacks, more Zerglings. And I really want to get some Lurkers, so if we can make a whole ton of Lurkers, that would be awesome. Now, because I haven't seen any more Corsairs, I do want to try and build a round of Mutalisks. So let's get some Overlords right down in the corner in preparation for that. Come on, Lurkers. I want to fight him. I'm not quite ready just yet. I need the Lurkers. So I'm just going to burrow these Lurkers here like this. Oh man. Oh no. Some pretty bad micro there. Okay, so I think I've been able to overwhelm him just by coming in from enough different angles. Now we've got a little Lurker drop coming in the back here. Doesn't have a lot of hit points. These Lurkers are both almost dead. But they're gonna wreck. Oh yeah. Oh, just kill all the probes. So I've lost a lot of Overlords out there, which is kind of a pain. Oh shit, he's got a base. Nah, there is no way I'm letting you hang on to that, mate. Making some more Lurkers. Yeah, get the cannons. Pylons have way too many hit points in this game. So Overlord can go down there. Now they can survive on 2 base pretty much forever. It's not like Legacy of the Void where, haha, I denied the Protoss' third, he's dead. It's like, no. Yeah, they're actually going to clean that up. So I'm going to send some more Lurkers up there. Let's... Yeah, that didn't get a lot done. Oh, get the High Templar, get the High Templar! Ah, one of them got away there. Okay. So he's over here. He doesn't realize that. Oh, he's gonna get up that ramp, isn't he?
Our forces are under attack.
Kill him. Make sure he doesn't storm. Okay, we good. We Gucci. So I got another lurker drop that's gonna go hit the back of his base. Yeah. He can't keep up. I've just got too much stuff. GG. Easy peasy. I like this matchup because it's very simple what units you need to use. You just get to mass basic shit and then use like drops to go around. Like Hydra Lurkerling, even though I'm probably using it quite terribly, makes it look makes it seem just a lot easier, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah.